Napkin around your neck and get out the cutlery. We're about to whet your appetite for grammar.
Chapter 3, Prepositions.
And what do you do in the UK in the afternoon? Why, it's tea time, of course. On the menu, Darjeeling, cucumber sandwiches, and a side of prepositions, such as in, on, out, for, as, by, and many more. But when do you use in and when do you use into? And how do you describe where this and that is? You will learn all about that in Chapter 3. The macaroon is in the middle of the stand.
No, it's not.
Chapter 4, Adjectives and Adverbs.
Last but not least, a midnight snack. But not just any snack. Scary pumpkin cupcakes for a Halloween night out in London. We mixed into the dough the most important things to know about adjectives and adverbs. A preposition describes a relationship between other words in a sentence. In itself, a word like in or after is rather meaningless. But, for example, try to express where something is located. You will almost always use your hands to show how something is situated in relationship to something else. That's what prepositions do together with nouns. They form a meaningful relationship.
Number 1, using for.
The Hotel Café Royal is said to serve one of the best afternoon teas in Great Britain. Many people come from the countryside and take the train to London just for the experience. Since it opened in 1865, it has attracted all the VIPs you can imagine. Royals and rock stars, writers and politicians, film stars, and sports champions. It's loved for its outstanding atmosphere. Just look at it. For 4 years, it was under construction, and then it finally reopened in 2012. Now I'm just waiting for my friend Julie, and then we're good to go.
Hi, Dana.
Hi, Julie. Oh, so great that you could make it to meet me here for afternoon tea.
Of course. Who would miss that? Here, this is for you. Just a little something.
Aw, thank you so much. You see? The preposition for can be used in many different ways. For the experience, I'm waiting for Julie. This is for you. And then there's since and for. Since always refers to a certain starting point. The hotel has been open since 1865. And we use for when we measure the duration, when we say how long something lasts. The hotel was under construction for 4 years.
Number 2, using in, at, and into.
Now, when I came into the restaurant and looked at the menu, I wondered, what is actually afternoon tea?
Originally, it was a ritual introduced to Britain in, I think, the mid-1800s by the Duchess of Bedford. There's even some discussion about the best way to make a cup of tea. Do you put the milk in first and then pour in the tea? Or do you put the tea into the cup and then pour in the milk?
In general, you use in to express your position somewhere. In the restaurant, in the dining room, and so on. But also in the street, in the sky, in the afternoon. For a certain point, you use at. At home, at the corner, I looked at the menu, and of course, at 8 p.m. Into describes the movement into a place or into something. I came into the restaurant. Pour the tea into the cup.
Number 3, up, down, and in between.
Wow, so what is all this?
Well, in front here, we have the savoury stand. Right at the bottom, we have these mini beef Wellingtons. And above this, we've got this prawn cocktail milk bun, and in between, some biscuits with smoked salmons and these tiny quail eggs. Now, beside the savoury stand, we've got the stand with the sweet stuff. On the bottom here is a beautiful op cake. On top of that, look at these Battenbergs.
In the middle, in the front, in the back. In English, there are many possibilities to describe where something is located. And the more you know, the more precisely you can specify which item on the tray you'd like, without using your finger, of course.
Number 4, locators of time.
Well, I think we shouldn't wait until the tea gets cold.
No way.
Let's eat.
Wow, do you think we're gonna finish all this by dinner time at 7?
I doubt it, but it's okay. The restaurant is open from 10 in the morning to 11 at night, so we've got plenty of time.
But my bus only goes as far as Oxford Street during those hours. So that means we might have to finish all this, all the scones, all the tea, before nightfall.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
This is how you talk about time and time frames in English. We use until to say that something will continue up to a particular time. We shouldn't wait until the tea gets cold. We use by to say that something will happen or be achieved before a particular time. We will finish all this by 7 o'clock. For talking about certain time frames, we use from and to. The restaurant is open from 10 in the morning to 11 at night. But you also use this for a certain distance. The bus goes from Kensington to Oxford Street. If the bus doesn't go to Kensington, just to Oxford Street, you say the bus only goes as far as Oxford Street. What can I say? Afternoon tea in London, I highly recommend it. And now we will finish our last few bites and sips, and for you, the recap.
The preposition for has many different meanings in English. For the experience, I'm waiting for Julie. That's for you, and many more. As locators of time, for refers to a certain duration. The hotel has been under construction for 4 years. Since refers to a certain starting point. The hotel has been open since 1865. You use the preposition in to describe your position somewhere. I was in the restaurant. You use at to specify a certain point. At 8 p.m. Into describes a movement into something. I went into the restaurant. You use until to say that something will continue up to a particular time. We shouldn't wait until the tea gets cold. We use by to say that something will happen before a particular time. We will finish this by 7 o'clock. From to describes a time frame. The restaurant is open from 10 in the morning to 11 at night.
It's all pretty simple, actually. Adjectives are small words that do a big job describing how things are. How big, how old, how good, how useful. Adverbs do the same, just with an action. See? Nothing scary to see here.
Number 1, adjectives.
Whew, okay. Only 3 more hours, then the spooky Halloween carriage ride starts, and I still don't know which costume I'm going to wear. It should be something really awesome this year. Maybe a little bit creepy, or perhaps something sweet. The important thing is it's not as boring as the one last year when I just put on some black lipstick and a big old hat pretending to be a scary witch. This time it's going to be different. I just used a lot of adjectives to describe the nouns in my sentences.
the spooky ride, the awesome costume. Adjectives always answer the question, how is something? To compare two things, you say, the costume is not as boring as last year, or it's less boring than, or more boring than last year. Number 2, comparing with adjectives. A friend of mine gave me this box with some fancy costumes. I don't really want to buy anything new because costumes are quite expensive these days. Every year they just seem to get more and more expensive, and they're just for one night. I don't know. This one is better than this one, but I'm still not convinced. This one definitely looks more interesting than what I wore last year. Aw, this one is cute. Much funnier than my costume last year, and more likable too. My mind's made up. It's the most beautiful and the most practical. If you want to compare with an adjective, there are basically two possibilities. Adjectives with one syllable get the ending er and est. So long, longer than, the longest. Adjectives with more than one syllable are compared the same way if they have the ending y, er, ow, or le. Funny, funnier, funniest. All other adjectives with two or more syllables are compared with more and most. So expensive, more expensive than, the most expensive of all. And if you want to compare two or more things, you add as. This costume is as beautiful as the other one, or more or less beautiful than the other one. Number 3, adverbs.
So now for the Halloween ghosts. I will bake some pumpkin cupcakes. Tip from my own personal experience, cut it carefully. Oh, that was a little bit too much. Try to put the spices in a little bit more slowly than I did. You see, it's relatively easy when you have a little bit of time, but watch out because they'll actually be ready to come out extremely quickly, just 20 minutes. Looks good, and yeah, smells fantastic. You use adverbs when you want to describe actions, so verbs. They always answer the question, how is something done? You add the ending ly to the adjective, and voila, you have an adverb. Cut the pumpkin carefully. To compare with the adverb, you use more and most. Try to put the spices in a little bit more slowly than I did. You can also strengthen or weaken an adjective with the help of an adverb. Pumpkin cupcakes are relatively easy. That also works with adverbs themselves. They'll be ready to come out extremely quickly. And of course, there is an exception. There's always an exception. Following a verb that refers to the senses, you use an adjective to describe the noun instead of an adverb. So no ly after feel, look, smell, taste, or sound. It looks good, it smells fantastic. And now for you, the not so scary recap, all about adjectives and adverbs.
Adjectives describe nouns. How is something? The funny costume. To compare two things, you say, the costume is not as boring as last year, or less boring than, or more boring than. To compare with adjectives, you use the ending er and est for adjectives with one syllable or adjectives ending with y, er, ow, or le. Funny, funnier, the funniest. For all other adjectives, you use more and the most. Expensive, more expensive, the most expensive. Adverbs describe verbs. How is something done? Add the ending ly to the adjective. Cut the pumpkin carefully. No ly after sense verbs. It tastes good, it smells fantastic.